the internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward. There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, 12 episode 12 hours crypto. Let's get right into today's video. You really can't make this stuff up. I can't believe they're delaying this for another 240 days. What do I mean by that? Well, in less than 240 days, ladies and gentlemen, XRP will reach all-time highs 100%. I have never made a bold statement like this on my channel in regards to a time frame when XRP is going to reach all-time highs, but within 240 days. And what do I mean by that? Take a look at how this perfectly aligns with the adoption of Bitcoin and digital assets in the financial sector. The SEC delays set deadlines for Bitcoin ETF approvals to early 2024, with a maximum of 240-day window available to the SEC to delay crypto ETF applications. We need to come to an understanding that crypto ETF is going to be a massive thing for onboarding new clients from financial institutions. This is a big deal, okay? This is when people could really start coming in. This is when retail could really start coming in and get a chunk of this. Why are they doing this with 240 days window? Well, just take a listen to Charlie here about the Bitcoin halving that's coming up, because that has a huge factor in this.
Where are you on Bitcoin by the end of next year, let's say?
Well, if the spot Bitcoin gets approved,
Yeah.
I think the demand will be greater than the daily supply of Bitcoin. And so the clearing price, this is done by Sean Farrell, who's our crypto digital strategist, is over 150,000. It could even be like 180,000.
But that's only if the spot, only if the ETF gets approved.
Yeah, and
this is a big F.
a spot US, because
Right.
a spot Bitcoin ETF is approved outside
Right.
the US.
Okay, but if it's not approved, then are we just lingering around 29,000?
There's still upside counts because of the halving next year. So you'll have a drop in supply again. So the clearing price has to increase, but it won't be six figures.
So he's calling for 130K Bitcoin before the Bitcoin halving, okay? And that is within 218 days. Within 218 days, you could guarantee yourself that the price of Bitcoin is going to double. And on top of that, the SEC is going to come out with an answer to the Bitcoin ETF. So that adds up perfectly. It gets even better. Back in 2021, JP Morgan said that Bitcoin prices would need to rise to 146K for the market cap to match the total private sector investment in gold via ETFs or bars and coins. And that will only happen when the ETF gets approved. Like, they're planning for this from the get-go. So what does this mean for the price of XRP within 240 days? Well, it is gonna pass all-time highs 100% because the market will require liquidity. And the market itself cannot just utilize Bitcoin's utility when you have billions are going through, and let alone real-world use cases. Now, I'm going to play you guys a video by Boris Allergant. He is working at Ripple. This is going to blow your mind because this is exactly the same language that we speak on this channel. So we have Ripple employees with the same vision, the same end game, and the same mindset know what's coming to the crypto sector and how XRP is going to have a pivotal role. But first, look at his LinkedIn profile. Well. Head of DeFi at Ripple, and he is an ex-JP Morgan. Remember what Brad Garlinghouse said?
Frankly, I don't mind sharing. There are about 15 senior JP Morgan people at Ripple's offices this afternoon. Now, unless JP Morgan's going to fire them, does JP Diamond know that? Apparently not.
He could have been one of those individuals at the office. And look, he's at Ripple now. Thank you for that. But take a listen to what he says here. This is absolutely crazy. I'm going to play it twice because you got to hear it. This is coming from a Ripple employee.
My name is Boris Alligan. I'm with Ripple Labs. And retail crypto is what? 1 trillion, 2 trillion right now in market cap. The global financial world, FX trades $5 trillion a day, right? Just to put that into perspective. Retail crypto is what? 1 trillion, 2 trillion right now in market cap. The global financial world, FX trades $5 trillion a day, right? Just to put that into perspective.
And as soon as I heard that, you know what I was doing? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, backing up the truck, loading up my bags, not financial advice. And now we're gonna finish off the video. I've covered this in yesterday's video, but this just doesn't sit well with me. Konstantin Perik, he is all living in my head rent-free because I just want to understand why he is with the Bill Gates Foundation, because they know what's coming. And we started digging a little bit deeper here, okay? So take a listen to what he says here. This is the level 1 project, again, associated with the Modular Foundation along with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This is what Costa said. And before I get into it, just listen to this. I was wrong yesterday. He didn't start at Swift in 1993. He actually joined Swift in 1990. Konstantin Costa Perik was appointed head of innovation in 2007. In this role, his main responsibility was to lead a team whose main mission is to enable collaborative innovation within the financial industry, and that is Swift. He led Swift, folks. And now he's all over with the Gates Foundation and Ripple and utilizing Ripple and Interledger protocol. That's huge. Payments are the connective tissue of any financial system. The Level 1 Project Guide shows how to build and scale a real-time digital payment platform within a country or region to serve low-income consumers and merchants and bring them into the formal financial economy. So normally when you have a new infrastructure getting built out, what they like to do is they like to start at poor countries because it's easier for adoption. There's less people, you could see more transaction, and they're poor. So you could get them to do anything you want. You could give them all cell phones, connect them to the blockchain, and have them utilize it because it's a wow factor for them. That's why Africa, India, that's why they're going full throttle in those countries, because it's just easier for adoption because their systems are so outdated. And then they'll bring over to the Western allies. So we already know this. Bill Gates is using cryptocurrency, Ripple, to fight global poverty. The potential for using the underlying blockchain technology to do real good in the world is no longer just a concept. With Ripple's digital currency, XRP, the Modular Loop will be able to transfer currency quickly and easily across its network. And take a listen to what Konstantin said here. Very important stuff coming from an antique. I know I'm talking about this individual a lot, but it's a big deal that he's actually working with Ripple. He's been with Swift since 1990. That is huge. If you want financial inclusion, Costa says, your first step has to be to bring everyone into the payment system, because that is the foundation layer for everything else. And because, as he says, it's expensive to be poor and to have to transact in cash. However, change the payment infrastructure is hard work. And that's why I said things are going to take time.
The vision that we propose is ambitious, and it won't be assembled overnight.
So at Swift, he figured out there how to innovate inside a complex payment system. And then he moved on to even harder tasks of remaking payment systems from the outside. At Gates, today his projects are rewiring payment architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up. This man is also a contributor to the World Economic Forum agenda. This goes deep. No matter what I say, some people will just not understand where we're coming from, but this is such relevant and like bullish information that you need to understand. Ripple is not just a payments company. Ripple is changing how money gets moved across the world. And without money, what is our purpose in life? Honestly, think about it. If we had no income, then what are we really doing? There is absolutely no reason for us to even go to work, because all we're doing it is for money. And the best part is the world's a big Ponzi scheme. I want to use this as a perfect example. Speeding tickets, right? Let's talk about speeding tickets, for example. They don't want people to speed, but here's a big but moment. But they give us cars that go over 180 miles per hour, 180 kilometers per hour. And then they give us speeding tickets when we start speeding. If you don't want people speeding, if you want to save lives, then make cars that don't go over the speed limit. It's an easy fix. Why are we getting provided cars with crazy RPMs and crazy speed, yet we're not allowed to use it on the roads because we're going to get a speeding ticket? It just doesn't make sense. And then we have cops that pull us over, give us the speeding ticket, and then what do? Then we go to court, because court is another Ponzi scheme that they just created so they could funnel all of this architecture that they have built. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Just want to use that speeding ticket as an example. It just, the world really doesn't make sense. At the end of the day, money makes the world go around. If there's no money, what are we doing, right? Ask yourself. It's pretty sad, but it's the truth. With that being said, we will be back with another video. Well, just take a look at, so he's calling for 130K XRP. Payments are the connective to be poor and have to have.
With the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.